On January 12th, 2023, a show was made, but it was Velma. Velma was excited that her new show was released, but it was complete failure. Everyone started hating that show because of its sexual behavior and racism. Her descent to madness began to increase as the show began hated more and more. Then one day, her patience finally broke. She took a Molotov and a knife and started stabbing everyone in the studio, burning buildings too. Then, after an hour, Velma was finally arrested for burning buildings and murdering. She was sent 15 years in jail and community service. One day, she started her own prison riot. She began to turn her prisoners into a group, and they started stealing weapons from the prison and burned the building. Then she successfully escaped from prison and wanted to get revenge on the people who hated her. Then she put a face mask on and burst into a gun store. Instead of ordering the employees to give them money and guns, she killed all the employees and took all the guns. She took very powerful ones like a minigun, a shotgun, a sniper, a flamethrower, and everything, as well as many grenades and molotovs. Then her massacre begun. She started killing people with pistols, shooting people in the face with shotguns, burning people to death with flamethrowers and molotovs, and killing them with miniguns. Not only that, she burned down houses and stole a new weapon, a chainsaw. But when the cops tried to arrest her, she would shoot them like an RPG or a minigun or more guns. It was impossible to catch Velma. She can easily dodge bullets and run away from them. She traveled all over the United States, killing people who hated her. And still, it was impossible to catch her. She also destroyed a police station. Not only that, she also grabbed very strong armor. And she arrived at a military base, but no one was there. Maybe they were trying to look for her? She got a key and unlocked a tank. She began destroying houses, buildings, parks, and more, especially a gas station because it's explosive. And the SWAT arrived, ordering her to get on the ground. But she didn't. Instead of that, she started blowing up the cops, especially a helicopter, causing tremendous damage. And the city that she destroyed was Los Angeles. It was completely destroyed. She destroyed more buildings without getting arrested, like Las Vegas, Dallas, Texas, and more cities. Every month, 10,000 people will get killed by Velma, and 1 million buildings will get destroyed by her. Joe Biden, the President of the United States, says he has to send a whole army to stop Velma from destroying buildings and killing people. And so they did. They brought a lot of guns, tanks, and aircrafts. Then Velma decided to drive a new vehicle, a more destructive one. She killed and burned all the soldiers with a minigun and flamethrower. Then she got a fighter jet, and she can't fly a plane without any flight lessons. And when the US Army tried to take her down, she could impressively dodge all the missiles that tried to destroy her jet. Then she arrived in New York. She started firing missiles at the city, buildings, houses, people, and more. The US Army and Air Force arrived. She dodged every missile, and one finally hit her. Her jet fell to the ground. She came out the jet with her left leg broken. The police were surrounding her, ordering her to get on the ground. Then she decided to use one last weapon, a minigun. She killed all the police around her. Then she was stunned by a flash grenade. Then after that, she was finally captured. And the real Velma came. And then she pointed her gun at the new Velma and opened fire, exploding her brains. It was over. It's done. She had killed 2 million people, but it has to stop here. Then the new Velma was eventually incinerated to death. We will never see a massacre like this again.